You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Black and White sports fans, we are back together. Rhodes is in the house with me recording this. I was actually planning on doing this, and then Rhodes texted me, said he's about to shoot it. Then I was like, why don't we shoot it together? And to be honest, guys, this is the second time we recorded this because I made a mistake in OBS with the audio, so we're going to sound redundant to ourselves, but this is going to be fresh for you guys concerning Deshaun Watson. What's going on, Rhodes?
It's only right. I only think it's right that I'm involved with the Deshaun Watson video at this point, especially something as important as this, because this is about to get real. I mean, we're on the 18th of the month. We figure a suspension will come down by the 25th, which is right around training camp opening. Again, I think it's ironic that a story broke that the Cleveland Browns are possibly going to be looking for another quarterback when they just traded Baker. It's nuts.
They have no quarterback.
They have no quarterback. They've got a very good roster. A very good roster. And
but they're in the world of trouble right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's get into it, guys. Deshaun Watson here. Apparently him and the NFLPA have a game plan if he does get suspended. Now, I want to be clear. Deshaun Watson, only if Deshaun Watson gets suspended by Judge Robert Roberts, can the NFL actually end up extending that suspension. Now, she rules that no suspension, the book is closed. He's going to be playing from game one. I don't see that happening. I don't think you do either, right?
No, I mean, we got a gauge on that the other day when ESPN Cleveland leaked a story about a 4 to 6 game suspension. And even woke Twitter went absolutely bananas.
They were demolishing that story.
Now, frankly, I don't think they were going bananas for the right reasons, because they were more furious about the fact that Calvin Ridley got more games. And yeah, I get that too. But considering the potential acts involved here, that's my outrage in the idea that would get 4 to 6 games. But at least if he did get 4 to 6 games, then Goodell could step in and do some magic on it. Right. So if he gets 0 games, well, it's going to be the largest backlash we've ever seen around one player, I think, next to maybe Michael Vick kind of thing, and Michael Vick just flat went to prison. So,
yeah. The thing is, if he gets no games, it's not even the NFL's fault. Well, I guess you could say because the NFL wanted Roger Goodell out of the punishment business. And if he gets no games, that's on the judge. Nothing the NFL can do then.
Well, and there's rumors floating around that if she gives him 0 games, Goodell's going to boot her ass.
He's going to get fired.
No shit. Yeah, she's going to be
Jerry
out.
Jones will be the ringleader of trying to run him out. But it says here, Deshaun Watson intends to sue NFL if he's suspended the full season, according to reports, and this is on Outkick. It says, while Deshaun Watson is waiting for the NFL to announce this decision involving a potential suspension, the QB and his camp have reportedly come up with a game plan. According to Yahoo's Charles Robinson, Watson intends to file a lawsuit against the NFL in federal court if the NFL suspends him for the full season. Watson's decision to potentially sue the NFL is in conjunction with not only his camp, but the NFLPA as well. Last month, Watson reached a settlement agreement with 20 of the 24 women who formerly accused him of sexual misconduct. Now, here's the kicker. The Houston Texans, Watson's former team, reached settlement agreements with all 30 of the women who have made or intended to make claims that would implicate the team as having played a role in Watson's alleged sexual misconduct. Now, the rumor is the NFL wants at least a year to be reevaluated, and this is the kicker. Watson only settled with 20 of these women. The Texans settled with 30. There is a gap right there of future potential lawsuits.
That's exactly it. You can look, it says 24 women filed lawsuits. There's still 4 out there, but there's 6 women just floating around out there right now. 6. Okay. And what the NFL is wanting to do, really, they want the indefinite ban, and it's because they want built-in protection that he's not 4 games into a suspension this year, and all of a sudden, boom, a Harris County DA does indict some random woman that comes out of nowhere, and now we're looking at a criminal situation again, or he just gets more civil lawsuits. Either way, the NFL is trying to build in protection for future lawsuits, future women to step up, because they're going to look like idiots if they give him a hard and fast 9 games, and all of a sudden, 5 games in, bam, we got more lawsuits. It's going to look really bad, really bad.
Imagine this. Let's say that Deshaun Watson actually gets 6 games. He comes back from that suspension, and then a grand jury indicts him on criminal charges.
A nightmare
Imagine the backlash the NFL would get.
Wow.
This is why they want him gone for a year at least right now.
Here's a question we have not wondered about. Now, Cleveland traded for him because he was not indicted, but let's say some random woman comes out that the grand jury hadn't seen before, and they decide to indict him. Would the Browns actually release this dude? Would they release this guy? Because it's criminal. Yeah.
But they would be on the hook for a whole bunch of money. I'm not sure exactly how the contract language is, but something is telling me they would be on the hook for a whole bunch. Remember, that contract is fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed.
What I understand about the contract is it's fully guaranteed around 24 lawsuits. So there might be some language if there's a nightmare that happens like that. Yeah, that could get them out.
Okay. Now, here's another kicker right here. Now, Watson and his camp are waiting for a league arbitrator to hand down her decision regarding his suspension. It's worth noting that under the new collective bargaining agreement, no matter what the suspension is that the arbitrator hands out, the NFL and Commissioner Roger Goodell can modify the suspension. If Watson does move forward with a federal lawsuit against the NFL, he wouldn't be the first player to take route. Tom Brady and Ezekiel Elliott have appealed suspensions from the league in federal courts in the past as well. And guess what? They both lost.
Yeah.
Tom Brady got suspended over nothing. No Deflategate. He fought in federal court. And at the end of the day, he lost that. He could have kept fighting, but the season was coming.
Right.
And he was out for 4 games. Zeke Elliott initially got a 6-game suspension. It was bumped down to 4. Right. I just don't see how Deshaun Watson is going to win this at all.
Oh, I don't either. I don't see any scenario where he's winning a lawsuit like this. No. Now, there's scenarios where an arbitrator could, I would assume, let's say he gets a year. Then there's still the scenario where an arbitrator probably could step in, like with any other suspension, he can appeal it, and then it could get cut down to 8. That's the other thing that could happen out here.
Well, Roger Goodell is the arbitrator technically.
Well,
after the suspension is handed down.
Yeah, but he's given suspensions before that's been cut by an arbitrator. Another party came in.
I see what you're saying.
So in theory, I guess that could happen too. The biggest difference between this going to court and, say, Ezekiel Elliott, you had a lot of owners that were actually against Roger Goodell and the league in that scenario. Okay. Jerry Jones was obviously spearheading it. Jerry Jones was trying to get Roger Goodell fired over it.
Yeah.
And
Well, I believe if Judge Roberts gives 0 games, I believe Roger Goodell is done.
Goodell won't be affected, I don't think. But that judge, that Sue Robinson they got,
yeah,
there's rumors that she's out if she gives him 0 games. That rumor is definitely out there. The biggest difference here is the Cleveland Browns have no allies. None. The owners are furious over this 230 large, fully guaranteed they gave to a quarterback that's got 24 pending lawsuits against. Look at Steve Bisciotti, who's furious over it. You got Lamar Jackson coming up for a contract. Well, you put him in a position where you got to give Lamar Jackson $300 million guaranteed. Is that what you've done here? Because Lamar has what? Let's be real. Never sniffed being in trouble ever.
No,
he's a really good character guy, and you gave it to this guy. Think about that now. It's nuts. It's nuts.
It is, man. It is. But that's it, guys. Deshaun Watson planning to sue the NFL. Do you guys think that he would actually win? Highly doubt it. I almost want to say it's a 0% chance that considering past precedent with Tom Brady and Zeke Elliott, not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to say about this, Rose, before we wrap it up?
Negative. I mean, it's every day I kind of check because something's coming. The verdict's coming. And then we go from there. And then Cleveland, I don't know, trades for Jimmy Garoppolo out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's going to be the craziest thing ever.
Yeah. Well, guys, let us know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. Peace. We're out.
Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.